Something else that a lot of people have a problem with when they want to get into the paid professional speaking realm is that they say, I don't know where to start. I don't know enough. Or what is it I'm going to talk about? So this is why it's easy for a lot of people to just go into the motivational route, because they figure if they get excited enough and they can get on stage and or get in front of people and get excited, that should be sufficient. However, they find out very soon that that's not enough, right? So they say, well, where do I start? Well, you have to ask yourself, where do you start? Is that people will sometimes say, I'm going to collect all this data on why people win or why people succeed or how come people stay married. I'm going to collect all this data and then I'm going to speak about the data that I collected. That's a way that you can do it. However, you always collecting data. There's always data available. It's data from 100 years ago to the last 100 days and all these different things. And then you need to let people know that you're just a data collector and that you're just expounding on data that you collected. And that's not a bad thing either. However, if you really want to know where you can speak from or in your own life, you want to be an expert. A lot of people want to be an expert in something. They try, I'm an expert in my field. I'm an expert in this. Well, let's look at expert for just a moment. The word expert actually means, and there's another form in another language, means to try. That's what expert means. So the first thing we need to ask you is, have you tried anything? Well, honestly, the answer is pretty obvious, that you have tried something. Some things you have tried. Now, if you tried and didn't succeed, that's really nothing to be speaking about, right? Because people want to hear about some type of success in their own life. They don't really want to hear how you didn't make it happen, because they're not making it happen. So why have you there? They can go up there and speak that themselves. So really, what is it that you have tried to do? What have you tried to do and you have maybe succeeded in? So that's what expert means, someone to try. Now, there's another word that's associated with the word expert, and that word is experiment. Experiment means the same thing as expert. It means to try. So if you're trying something, you are experimenting. And if you try something, I guess that means you're an expert. So you're an expert, experiment. And when you experiment, I guess you're an expert, right? Putting those two together. However, there's another word that's even related to that, and that word is experience. The word experience means the same word as experiment as well as expert. It means to try. So your experience shows that you have tried. Your experiment is nothing but your experience together, and that means the same thing, to try. And then everything you try is just that, being an expert. So you are an expert in some things already. Now, you may not be an expert in everything, right? Just say, for instance, you want to teach somebody how to get up to level 25, but you only got up to level 5. What you are an expert in is how to get up to level 5. And that's what you speak on, how to get up to level 5. And someone will say, well, wait. It's 25 levels to that. I don't know how to get to level 6, but what I do know how to do is get to level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how you become an expert in what you do. As time progresses, you get to level 6, level 7, and so forth and so on. Well, that's how you look at being an expert. What is it that you have tried? What have you tried in your profession? What have you tried personally? What have you tried as a hobby? You may be the best gardener in the world, right? You tried all type of vegetables. You can speak on that. You can't speak on that to everyone, but you can speak on that to people that want to garden. What have you tried in your profession? Maybe you became the CEO. Maybe you became an entrepreneur. Maybe you became a supervisor or a manager or any of those things. You can speak on those things, on how to manage people. Or maybe it's something personal. Maybe you got over some difficult times. Maybe you got over difficult relationships. And how did you get out of that and get past that and become a better person? You can speak on those things. So look at your life, evaluate what you have tried, and find you 5 to 10 things to start with. And then start evaluating those things and expanding those particular topics, and then those are the things you start speaking on first, and then you put that with the other things you have, and those will continuously grow for you and get you sought out more often. Until next time.